After touching the $62,000, Bitcoin is now at $58,000. So we're going to take a look at my position. If you remember, we bought a call at $51,000. That one did amazing. And we're going to see what is going on and what we could expect for this week. So let's jump right into it. Hello everybody, welcome back. This video is going to be a little bit short than the others, mainly because today is Father's Day here in Brazil. I did not have enough time to record throughout the weekend, and I'm recording this late on a Sunday for you guys to watch on a Monday. So I apologize for the shortness of this video, but let's get into it. Let's start with the charts right here. If you remember last week, we sold a 56K put and we bought a 51,000 call. So Bitcoin got all the way to 62,200. So very bullish news as we predicted by looking at the Bollinger Bands. But then you can see that it tested a few times, touching the white line right here, which is the 100 days moving average. It did test the bottom, this blue line right here, and the top was stronger. So the 100-day moving average was stronger and it rejected the price. And now Bitcoin is going down. And again, we saw a funnel here. Now it's going down below the funnel. This isn't very good. We should be looking at a small support right here at the 57.5. But again, it is so small that we don't know what will happen, if it will hold or not. But nonetheless, the put that we sold, this one did amazing. We collected the premium and it wasn't even closed by expiration. So right here by expiration, we were over 8% above the strike that we sold. So fantastic, very good. But if we look at the call that we bought, that one right now is 63% in the green. So I saw that at 70, I saw that at 100, I saw that at 160%. So I could have closed it for more than double what it is right now, but I was hopeful that I was going to see 63K, maybe 64. And most of the time where it was at all-time highs at around 62K, I was not on my computer and I couldn't access Bitopics at all. If I had the opportunity again, I would have closed. But again, it doesn't matter if I say I would have closed it or not, because at the end of the day, a profit is only when you close the position. So we're going to lock in these gains, $300 right here, more or less. So we're going to close the position. Of course, there's going to be a little difference between the closing price itself. There we go. We closed it. So we got $300 almost, if we round up this number to our portfolio, and you see our P&L is amazing. So we have a plus 63 at half 0.21. We lost 8% here, but then we had this 166. We had the 1%, half percent, more than half percent here, half percent. So this portfolio is doing very good. And these $300 are very good for us to compound that into our selling position strategy. And before the video started, I was looking at some calls and puts to see if there was any entry for us to sell. But because we are so late at night, which is just a few hours away from expiration, because it is 8 a.m. UTC, so you have to take in consideration time zones here. And if you read right here, these contracts, they close 2 hours before expiration. You can read it right here. So it means that the closer I am to the expiration of this option, the less premium I will have. So what I usually try to do is to sell between noon and 2 or 3 p.m. So this is the best place for me, mainly because if it is too early, the market could flip around because of stocks. So that isn't really good, because stocks could affect the pricing itself of these options. But by afternoon, my time zone, stocks have already slowed down. They already moved what they usually move in the first half of the day when they have more volatility. And the premium is still very good because theta is slowly decaying. The closer it gets, the more exponential theta gets. So theta is not yet rolling down the hill like a snowball that it is increasing in size. It is already starting to slowly move, of course, for a 0DTE option, which again has insane theta. But at the end of the day, the best time frame for me is between noon and 3 p.m. at most, because this for me is the best window for my strategy to have the best entry for the best premium, while also having little risk in terms of the market flipping on me and making me lose money. So by looking here, we see that not very bullish for the week. If we go for the daily, we can see that we are nowhere to any averages. So the next average that we have on the bottom is, as I said, there's a very small one at 57.5, and then we're going to go all the way down to the 55s again. Do I think we'll see 55? No, I don't think so, mainly because if you trace a line right here, we should be looking at a 56 for a place for Bitcoin to stop. But again, because it is not concrete right now from looking at the graph, we cannot say where Bitcoin will be, but honestly, I think we are on a bearish scenario right now for this week, or at least for the next few days. So we'll have to keep an eye, and maybe on Wednesday, I would have opened any positions and show that to you then. Before we end the video, I do have bullish news, and this article here sums it up greatly, which is Bitcoin ETF options to launch before 2025. And then later down, it also says about Ethereum options that should be first quarter of 2025. But this is great because at the end of the day, when you look at transactions and size of the stock market, most of the size that we have is coming from derivatives. So mainly options for stocks. So for stocks, that means mainly options. So most of the volume, and here we're talking of multiple trillions of dollars, some even say quadrillions of dollars overall in sizing of the market because of options, because of derivatives. So options on ETFs could be bullish for crypto itself, because we could be seeing something like we saw with GME, something like we saw with AMC, with Tesla and Nvidia calls. They go to the moon all the time, and this is bullish for the underlying asset. And this being bullish for the underlying asset, which is the ETF, could be bullish for the underlying asset, which is crypto. So at the end of the day, these are good news, especially if we're longing more than we're shorting these options. So I'm hopeful that this will bring some volatility, some liquidity, and some bullishness to crypto as a whole. So very short video. Again, I apologize, but we will see you on Wednesday for more educational content and news here about options and about crypto. So stay tuned. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you guys on Wednesday. Peace.